At its core, Insomniac Games' adventure strives to make you feel like Spider-Man, to make me feel like Spider-Man. That made me feel like Spider-Man nearly every step of the way.
Note to self, try to go the entire review without uttering the phrase, makes you feel like Iron Man. I guess I already failed. After the huge success of Spider-Man PS4, Sony teams up with Marvel yet again for Iron Man VR. A game that truly makes you feel like Iron, a playboy billionaire with expensive technology on his head. Iron Man VR puts you in the smaller than you think shoes of Tony Stark. His iron suit must be compensating for something. And the game, like a lot of billionaires out here nowadays, is a mixed bag. Playing as Tony Stark means standing around and talking to the likes of Pepper Potts, and Friday, and Nick Fury. Just like they're your real friends. And these little segments aren't so great. Coming off of VR games like Blood and Truth, which is another Sony exclusive, and Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, the movement and physics during these sections don't feel up to the AAA standard you'd expect from a Sony-made VR game. It doesn't even trust you to hand things off to other NPCs. Most of that is done for you. My goodness, even in virtual reality, billionaires don't want to do things themselves. It's small things like this that bring down the quality a notch and prevent the game from making you truly feel like a suave and confident sex machine. Not just that, but the story being told is weak. It's your typical superhero story plus a shallow attempt at self-reflection with Tony Stark confronting his inner demons. There's no character arc to be had here, and the twists and turns aren't that surprising. Struggling with Tony Stark's dark past truly makes you feel like... Speaking of playing as Tony Stark, obviously Robert Downey Jr.'s voice is not in this game, and he's truly missed, okay? I understand why he isn't a part of it, but how is this game supposed to make me truly feel like Tin Man without Robert Downey Jr.'s silky smooth voice to stimulate my ears? Luckily, none of that story crap matters because it's clear that the developers focused their attention on nailing those controls. This totally paid off because the flight and combat controls are stellar. They do a wonderful job at translating Iron Man's motions from the big screen to the video game. Flying requires you to hold your arms down the side of your body to boost, using your head and turning your body to steer. This game encourages you to spin a full 360 degrees during combat, which is exciting to see that much confidence in the controls since most PSVR titles want you to be facing the camera as much as possible. This confidence gives the game a sublime sense of freedom and immersion when flying around and fighting enemies, truly making you feel like the biggest idiot in the comfort of your living room. The combat consists of flicking your wrist up and down to switch between weapons on the fly, as you aim your arm out to shoot enemies. It's a clever way of dealing with Iron Man's vast array of weapons without relying on buttons. Between each mission, you visit Tony Stark's garage, where you can upgrade your Iron Man suit and swap out weapon loadouts. There's a diverse selection of customization options that let you design the perfect suit for you. Whether you want to focus on your speed, power, precision, or sex appeal, the choice is yours. The fluid controls are the standout success of this game, and they truly make you feel like a humanoid version of the 26th element on the periodic table. Still, Iron Man VR has its shortcomings even when flying around. Each mission is a wide open map filled with enemies and objectives. This is ideal for flying, but these environments quickly repeat themselves, and since every map feels so open, it starts to get stale. There's a real missed opportunity here to have the player frantically flying through tight corridors like some of the most intense fights you see in the Iron Man movies. Where are my exhilarating shoot-bang moments where I'm flying through crumbling buildings and causing as much collateral damage as I can like the true hero I am? The game leaves room for cinematic moments like this that never come. The most exhilarating the game gets is in a late game mission where you're flying through canyons, which is a lot of fun. And the most cinematic the game gets is in its 11th chapter, which is an utter failure. This chapter attempts to provide compelling drama, but it turns into a drawn-out plot dump where you're walking so slowly through dark tunnels and none of it's fun. Playing this chapter, I never truly feel like a massive nerd whose regular life is so unfulfilling that he needs to escape through virtual reality. Instead, I feel like a regular nerd, but with an empty bank account. Iron Man VR doesn't meet expectations in all areas, but it does excel at the one area that matters the most, the controls. It's easy to forgive the rest of its shortcomings and missed opportunities when flying around and shooting robots is so damn fun. This game truly makes you feel like Iron Man-splaining has just happened right now.
Ba da ba da da ba da 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 Ba-da-da. Bow, ba, 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 ba-da, ba, bow, 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 bow.